Welcome back to New Day Northwest. We've all heard the phrase, knowledge is power, but sometimes just getting access to that knowledge can be a challenge. Here to tell us more about what Comcast is doing to boost digital equity is their Chief Diversity Officer, Dalila Wilson-Scott. Welcome to New Day.
Good morning. Great to be here, Amity.
We're delighted to have you because, first of all, we'd like to know, you are Comcast's Chief Diversity Officer. What do you do?
Lots of things, but it's great being in this role because our diversity, equity, inclusion portfolio includes everything from how we treat our employees, our governance structure, how we make programming decisions, our work in communities and supplier diversity, governance. So we look at all the aspects of the firm's operations and think about how can we be more equitable.
And asking those right questions.
Absolutely. Those tough questions, but the right questions.
Right. You're visiting from Philly.
Yes.
Philadelphia, because you helped make a big announcement in Tacoma yesterday. Could you share that with us?
Yesterday was a fabulous day. We started out with Mayor Woodards, who's just an incredible champion for this region, so great to partner with her. But we made a $300,000 investment that was all in support of digital equity, especially in the South Sound region. So working with incredible partners like the Tacoma and Pierce County Chamber, supporting Black and Brown owned businesses in the area, especially just with the ongoing efforts of the pandemic. And businesses are really challenged right now, so we want to play a role there. The Boys and Girls Club, the goodwill of Olympia and Rainier County, and teamwork. It was just a great day. Digital equity affects all communities, and it was a great portfolio of grants to figure out what we can do better in all those spaces.
Tell me about the spirit behind Project Up.
Absolutely. So Project Up is our $1 billion commitment to advance digital equity. And basically it starts with making sure people have connectivity, technology, access to the right skills so that they can be on a pathway to economic mobility, a better job, better healthcare, better education, starting their own businesses. You can't be successful in today's economy without having some foundation of digital skill set.
Yeah.
And that's what Project Up is all about.
That's important because there was no other time besides the pandemic that we realized this great digital divide, right? I remember doing a story in 2020 about digital inequity, and I found that 1 in 5 students didn't have even access to high-speed internet.
Yes, it was interesting how we've been focused on this work for over a decade now. We've connected 10 million people to date, but during the pandemic, I think because all of us were personally affected, it just provided this light and this renewed awareness for how many people remain not connected today, not connected to adequate information, resources, jobs. Our country can't move forward if we don't get this right.
Why is this so important to Comcast, a company who is moving forward with all sorts of like digital, successes?
I mean, Comcast is a great company. We operate at the intersection of media and technology. This is our business expertise coming to life in support of communities. We know that Comcast, digital equity is much bigger than Comcast. It affects all of us, all industries, all people. And I think when we think about what we can do well and what we can do at scale, there's no better answer than supporting digital equity efforts.
So speaking of a big company, a big corporate, what do you see as the biggest opportunity in corporate philanthropy?
I think number one, we know that corporations right now are some of the most trusted entities. We saw that in the Edelman Trust barometers. People want to hear from CEOs and leadership. And I think the people we absolutely have to make sure we listen to is our employees. Employees want to know what companies are doing. How are they thinking differently? How are they challenging themselves to make the world a better place? Including, we also have to run our business. We also have to treat our customers well, but employees need to be a part of that vision. Yesterday, when we were at the Boys and Girls Club, several of our technicians helped to build lift zones out across the city. We have 90 in the region here, which is pretty impressive. But these are incredible Wi-Fi zones where people can come to learn classes, get digital skills, apply for a new job, all sort of based in digital equity. And our technicians helped to wire up all of those locations. We were all together at the club with kids yesterday doing STEM activities. They were proud to be a part of it and just so proud that our company was doing so much in the space. And I think you have to, we call it team up. And I think employees are just a critical part of who companies are today.
Well, truly, because the company can make this directive, but when you get involved on the employee level, it really does create such a great culture.
Absolutely.
So what's next?
What's next? Listen, we know that digital equity is one of the nation's most pressing challenges. This fight is far from over. There's so much more all of us can do. We're continuing to build awareness. We're working with with the government to make sure everybody knows about a $30 credit per month, $75 per month in tribal communities that people can apply to in-home internet.
Okay.
So how do we get more people connected, and not just connected to the internet, but to the actual resources that make their lives better?
So we need to spread the word. I'm glad that we're doing this now. Where can people go for more information?
So you can definitely come to the Comcast site. Under Impact, we have all of our different initiatives. We want people to know more about ACP, the Affordable Connectivity Program, and our product Internet Essentials. But just follow us on Comcast for sure.
Thank you so much, Dalila. It was a
you.
pleasure speaking with you. Thank you for all that you're doing to connect these kids to learning.
It's an honor.
All right, well, if you'd like to learn more about what we discussed today, please just visit the website that is right there on your screen. Well, they were used by pilots in World War II and made it possible to have hot coffee everywhere we travel. We are toasting to the Seattle-based Stanley Cup when we come back.
This portion of New Day Northwest is sponsored by Comcast.